called the H125 squirrel, and this is always the main character in our rescue mission. So we talk about these kind of the helicopters based on our many years of experience. We have quite big number of squirrels in China because it's really have functions and also can fly for a long distance. So we talk about actually this is can load around 1 ton. So later on we will show you our drill so that we'll have a different attacks. So a lot of things that cannot really done on Earth, we will do it through this helicopter. So later you will see the exercise include putting out fires using herring bucks. We'll use this helicopter, so stay tuned. So besides this very little cute squirrel, we also have other helicopters. So we also have smaller ones. So this is the R-44 Robinson Raven. So this is Raven or Robinson R-44. So we talk about this is even smaller size than squirrel. So we talk about some the mission, the field actually, they also have the strict requirement. So this one is quite capable for really the limited space for a rescue job. So this is really have the high the flexibility. So we talk about this also can load many communication equipment. So it's 2 seats less than the squirrel, but as once again said, because the size is quite small for this helicopter, so this is quite with a good visibility and also very agile. So among all the helicopters, I believe this is around the world, we have more than 5,500. This is Robinson R-44 in service, and in China we have more than 100 R-44 in service. So what about the price? Give me a number. So this is around 4 million RMB, of course, based on the different DA configurations, but the average price is 4 million RMB. So today we just saw this squirrel, and this one is Robinson R-44 Raven. They all will be involved in today's rescue drills. So look at, we have 3 Raven. So they will more for the performance and also will be loaded with the communication equipment. So because we know rescue jobs really depend on communication tools. So we talk about different helicopters, actually they play different roles. We talk about, you look at this one, this actually have quite a larger size of windows. So this one is quite good for the surveillance, because you can see this have quite good visual function. So we talk about the main driver's seat actually at the right hand side. So this is the action bars. And also the co-pilot actually will sit on the left hand side. So we talk about this flight. This is Robinson R-44 that can fly around 600 kilometers. So we talk about actually they have the different patrolling usage. So they consume different energy. So we talk about actually because they use different engines. So actually this is a R44 Raven use gasoline, and we talk about the Coral. Coral actually needs kerosene. So based on their different job missions, because they use different engines, so they use different energy to propel the helicopter. So today we will also bring you the live stream from the helicopter. I believe very soon the rescue drills will be kicked off. So we will give our viewers very, very close shots of the helicopter. This is once again Robinson R44 Raven. So right now the inauguration ceremony just finished. So very soon we will start today's rescue drill. So today we will have aerial firefighting rescue drill. So you can see it's not that narrow. Look at, so on board, they are our colleagues. So they are at the back seats. So we will bring a live stream from the air. So very soon the rescue drills will be kicked off. I believe I just heard the order for taking off. So for our rescue team, they completed several missions, right? The team established last year, November 9th. At the very beginning, we streamlined all the process of rescue, and also we set up the standards for rescue. So today, we have the fire corps from the Hunan provincial level administration. So right now you can see everyone on board, I believe very soon they will taking off from here. So let's stay at a safety zone. So when they taking off, we should be very careful. So let's make ourselves safe. So today we have 6 missions to be complete. So talk about our today's task. At the very beginning, I believe the access should be a Squirrel and the R44. They should be the first taking off. And then we will see the rescuing people trapped in high floors through rappelling. And then, alright, you can see they're very soon taking off. So how long it need for them to take off? For Squirrel, needs around 3 minutes. And R44 Raven take a little bit longer time. But that's around 3 to 5 minutes. So for the rescue team, they received the phone call to complete the mission. Actually, we have the daily routine. So when we receive the order from the command center of firefighting, so we will start our process. So you can see right now, from the Squirrel to the Ravens, they are ready to take off. So talk about the fires in tall buildings or in forests that happened time to time. So want to know what is the most effective way to use this kind of aerial firefighting. Actually, this is really high efficient. We use helicopters as the key actors to do the aerial control, surveillance, rescue, relief. So we talk about this is a really high efficient and very agile, and also not really should think more about the terrain difficulties. So you can see our little car already taking off.
站在我们上面可以看到是那个高空的锁降人员。
And later on, you will see our firefighters will from the helicopters to perform the mission. And you can see the smoke inside that CA simulation. That's in terms of fire.
另外，在直升飞机上，我们安排了我们另外一位同事所拍摄的画面呢。现在大家可以看到，
And
他
we
的这架飞
also
机呢，应该
will
也马
bring
上可
you
以起飞。
from the helicopter.
是的，我们现在看到的这个高空锁降的这个演示科目啊，它是在这种出现这种灾情的时候，人员到达不了的地方，我们通过
So
空
we
中
talk
把
about
救援人员
actually
锁降
for
下去
people
进行
trapped
施
in
救。
high floors because the firefighters from the ground cannot really reach them. So we need this task. So this is the firefighters from the helicopters to perform the rescue
前的距离大概
job.
是20米到25米的样子。对。
So right now this is around 20 to 25 meters. Of course, depend on the real situation, and we also to calculate the safety height.
我们可以看到，现在我们的救援队员
Right now, this is around 20 to 25 meters.
已经往下降了。
So right now is performing the task for the people trapped in high floors. So the firefighters need to rescue them through
因为咱们这个
the rappelling.
消防
It looks easy, but it's really hard, very difficult job. So they have their day-to-day training. So
它在空中它是悬停的时候会有一
we talk about the helicopters.
气流，没错。
Still, because of the
我们现在可以
airflow,
看到，现在已经把那个地面的伤员，他在给他讲解这
still
个。
have the, although you can look at this is the helicopter hovering there, but still it's not 100% stable fixed there. So this is have the higher requirement on our rescue
要飞到我们的
personnel.
不是，现在我们现在可以看到啊，现在
So we look at our
往上
rescue
升，直升飞机慢慢往上升
personnel
消防救援人员已经把
right now
需要营救的
already take the people trapped
固定在了咱们的绳索下方。
是的，
and fix to
飞了。然后我们
the cable, and you can see the helicopter is flying up.
距离的把它调到安全区域就可以了。
So we talk about actually we just need to bring the people to
非常高效。
the safety area in a quite short distance.
到飞机上面，
对
但是这样就会更高效、更迅速。
对，没
So
错。
this is really high efficient and it's very fast.
对。
And this kind of the task can perform back and forth.
好，我们可以看到，我们现在雷鸟的小飞机也已经起飞。
对，我们可以看
And
到我
right
们
now
的这个雷鸟
Robinson R44 Raven also is taking off.
使出他们的这个下一个科目的表演。
So they will start their task.
现在它的这个侧飞对于飞行员的要求是不是特别高？
这是一
So
个
I believe because this is side
也就
flying,
是
so
说
they
我
have
们
a
的
higher
飞行员
requirement
他必须要掌握
to
这
our
样子的前后左右的
pilots.
侧飞的这样的。
For our pilots, they should really have the capability to fly no matter from which side.
对，所以这个的他就需要一定的这个飞行员的技术考量和心理素质。
So this is also a
画面非常漂亮哈。
requirement for our pilots. They should be really strong mentally and physically.
空中的另外一个机位的空中画面，现在是可以看到我们的
So from
从
our live pictures, you can see we have the picture just on board from the helicopter. This is from Robinson R44. So we talk about R44 size is smaller than squirrel, but this is really strong in surveillance. So we talk about
透明玻璃啊，对。
they have a quite large size of windows. so that provide a better visibility. So talk about the flying height. So this one can fly as high as 6,000 meters. That still depends on the rescue mission. So we not talk about that only can fly to 20 to 25 meters. And altitude still depends on the actual mission. We talk about if the rescue place is in the water area, so we can make sure first the helicopter is safe. To hovering, and then the rescue personnel can perform the task. So for right now, R-44 Raven, they're doing the surveillance from the air. We talk about for the cases if the road blocked. So we need to first send the R-44 to really help us to know exactly how the roads look like, what's the really situation going there, to provide the early and initial information to the command center. So this is really good for the initial investigation. And we'll talk about actually R-44 Raven is also good for mission to rescue personnel. So we talk about the squirrel is really good in stability and also can take heavier load. So Raven also part of the rescue job before. Yes. So for this kind of the flooding cases, we quite use this helicopter R-44 Raven to first do the investigation job, and then we will send the squirrel to perform the actual rescue job. So you look at actually the R-44 Raven is doing the investigation job. So they help the ground control center to understand the whole terrain, the every information happened in the trapped area. So from the right-hand side, the live picture, this is so close shot for our viewers to know exactly how everything looked like from the helicopter. So normally we send like 3 helicopters of R-44 in the formation to perform the job, or so we look at it. This is another mission right now performed by Squirrel. So this is made by ourselves. This is a core development by our Fair Corps. So you look at this one, we talk about this can carry around 80 kilograms of water. So look at this barrel. This is a homemade barrel. So we talk about actually this just takes 30 seconds to 1 minute to bring these tools, to bring this barrel to the affected area. So we talk about that within 30 seconds, this can be fully loaded. And actually we just control it from the helicopter, from the Squirrel. So this is can cover around 50 meter times 10 meters size of affected areas. We talk about the terrain with very difficult access. We can really perform the job with these tools. This can provide a very precise firefighting job. So we look at it right now is performing the concentric circles. So we talk about concentric circles. You can say this is doing the 360-degree hovering. And normally we have this consecutive move for the investigation. So this is also have a high requirement on the pilot. So right now it's playing on a swing. All these look like actually a performance. Actually, all these moves also have a purpose behind. It's all related to rescue job. You look at this swing. Actually, so we talk about why they are doing swing because they need to do this so the smokes will not cover their vision. So this is, I can tell you, so difficult to perform. So we talk about R44 right now doing this older kind of performance, like doing the concentric circles, doing ballet dance, and also doing the swing. So you look at right now this doing a ballet dance. So this is really, really high requirement on pilot. You can see they're doing the second round of 360-degree turns. So you can see it's knocking the head to us. We talk about helicopters performing the aerial firefighting rescue jobs. So we talked about before also use other kind of the flights, but their job is more for to clean the road. But we talk about for the helicopters, they do not need runway, so they do not need really have a high requirement on the taking off place. Helicopter, just as long as give the helicopter a flat land, it can performing the job. So right now we can see this is the squirrel. So this is the simulation. We talk about performing the rescue job over water area. So you can see actually we put a rescue boat onto the water surface, and we will also take the boat to the safety area. So we talk about actually this is the coordination between the air and the water. So we talk about if the case happened over water or in the forest or in remote place, we can do this from the air to the land to the water. So we talk about the rescue personnel from the helicopters through the rappelling to the rescue boat. Right now, this is performing the task of rescuing people trapped over the water area. So this is also have another requirement on the rescue team, so they really have a good performance over the water. So they should have a higher ability in swimming. So we talk about actually think about we have a squirrel. So squirrel can do a lot of other jobs. So it's like a squirrel plus. So just now we saw a squirrel plus the barrel of water. So right now also look at the squirrel plus the rescue boat. So we talk about actually we like to also make our rescue job is more the innovation driven or the technology driven one. So we talk about this year we have a heartbreaking disaster. We have more than 30 firefighters died in Liangshan mission. So we talk about we really need to have more these kind of helicopters, the high tech to help us. And also to make sure our firefighters, our rescue personnel are safe. So we talk about we have the rescue mission and not only happened in forest, over water area, and also we talk about in the city or the urban scenario, look at the high, tall buildings. So this is another simulation. You look at this is the tall building, right? We talk about any area that's higher than 54 meters because the aerolander cannot reach that height. So the helicopter is in the scene for the rescue job. So we talk about the ladder only can reach the altitude to 54 meters. So above that height, we need to rely on helicopter. And this is Robinson R-44 Raven. So they will be very soon land to the position. So how many helicopters we have? We have 3 small ones and 2 larger ones. So 2 larger ones is 2 squirrels and the 3 small ones 3 Robinson R-44 Raven. So we can see we will continue to strengthen our capabilities to increase the efficiency of rescue, to make sure the safety of our people and their property. So right now you are looking at this is the aerial firefighting rescue drills. So you think right now this is just coming to the end of the rescue? Actually, this is not the end for the rescue job in China. I believe it's just at a very starting point. So for Hunan province in the summer especially, a lot of disasters happened, flooding happened. So really require this team to perform better job. Thank you.